So the horizontal drilling comes around, and like I said, you feel like we're sitting on something here. We've really found something.
Well, it came around really, really slow. It is a sequence of a lot of different things happening that basically gave us the ability, an idea we could even do it. A lot of it was highly directional work that we was doing on the edges of cities or under cities, and right here under Oklahoma City, for instance. And was in contract drilling business, so we could do that and knew we could do it and did. Drill wells under Oklahoma City, drill 16 wells under the city of Enid, highly deviated wells. And we found out that a lot of these angle wells and where you were in the zone, in the formation, quite a bit longer would produce considerably better. And so anyway, we thought, wow, we need to try this. So we did. As early as, I think, 1978 in West Oklahoma, in Cleveland. And so anyway, one of the first field, we started looking for formations that we could try this in that would be adaptable to it. And we found one finally in North Dakota, in Cedar Creek, along the Cedar Creek Anticline, and which really extended the field up there. It had been drilled right on the crest of the incline, and with vertical wells, and they'd gone kind of far as they could with that production, but they ran out of it being commercial. And so we came in and took leases down this thing, 250,000 acres of leases, in fact, and tried a couple wells. You mentioned the Peterson, that was one of them. That was one of the first ones, it and the Ponderosa. And we started with 2 rigs on that extension of that field. And what really the shock was that I had in the book, at night you could not see one rig from the other. That's how far apart we was with the first 2 wells we started with. And I thought, wow, I hope this thing is as big as I think it is. And it was. And these made great wells. It wouldn't produce vertically, but horizontally, we had 700 barrel a day production. So this turned out to be a really good confirmation for horizontal drilling. And this became the first ever oil field drilled strictly with horizontal wells. There was not any vertical wells in this 75-mile extension.
Yeah.
So,
is that at that moment? Do you realize that America can be energy dependent? Doesn't have to worry about anybody else. We can, because of that find, or were you kind of thinking?
Well, it was a big revelation to me.
Yeah.
I don't think at that time we were thinking totally that America could be energy independent. That came later, which wasn't a whole lot later. There's hardly anybody involved with horizontal drilling at this time. Mm-hmm. In fact, that entire field development on Cedar Creek Anticline, us, Continental, and Burlington Resources, one other company, was the only 2 companies ever drilled a well in it. So it's very, very rare for anybody else to even be involved. But when really began to think that America had a chance to become energy independent was after we found the Bakken and began developing it, and particularly after we unlocked the code of the shales themselves. and that was within the Bakken. And probably by 2010, I was thinking that we could truly become energy independent in this country, and started professing that a little bit. And of course, people didn't believe me.
Right.